The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office added a new member to its ranks today. Mason Starr isn't a member of the Canine Squad. He's a trained service dog with a nose for stress. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Lasser explains how they hope Mason's training will help deputies and the public through some of their toughest times.
Mason Starr will be a life changer. I think I can go as far as saying he'll even be a lifesaver.
Today, the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office became the 7th agency in Florida to receive a trained service dog donated by the group Canines for Warriors. Meet Mason Starr.
As we learned so much about what these dogs can do for our warriors, we looked around and saw a national crisis of mental health with our sheriff's deputies, our police officers, and our first responders.
Mason is a 5-year-old lab, originally a rescue, who'd been trained to help a veteran with PTSD. But recently, that handler told him he didn't feel he needed Mason's services anymore. So the pup has been retrained and repurposed for the sheriff's office.
Regardless of this uniform and the Superman, Superwoman image that comes with it, is still a human being. A human being that suffers just like everyone else when they see these calls for service, these traumatic calls for service.
Mason doesn't sniff for bombs or drugs. He doesn't take down bad guys. But amazingly, what Mason can do is sense elevated heart rates, even the stress in a person's voice, and respond by providing comfort.
Mason was kind of destined for this, and he's a very insightful dog. He's super lovable. He hasn't never met a stranger.
HCSO plans to start Mason in the communications office where dispatchers handle crisis situations all day. But he's available to any deputy dealing with a traumatic call or event, even people on a crime scene who could use some comforting.
But for now, we want to start slow, get him acclimated, make sure he's comfortable.
Mason will be spending his first week with HCSO's chief deputy. After that, he'll be living here 24/7, unlike other canines, helping people in communications, out in the field, or anybody else who could benefit from a tail wag and a smile.
Oh, he loves Eric. That was so cute. Sheriff Chronister says that he'd like to have even more therapy dogs just like Mason, and he hopes other departments will think about doing the same thing. Canines for Warriors is a nonprofit group based here in Florida. They say it takes several weeks and tens of thousands of dollars to train these dogs, but the service they provide can be life-saving.